What if every door, every time you opened it, led somewhere completely random? At first, it would look magical. A glowing door opens, the light spills out, and for 1 second, it feels like a dream. But then, the dream becomes a problem. It starts with an ordinary morning. You wake up, the alarm says 7 o'clock, and everything feels normal. You get out of bed, walk across the room, and reach for the door like you always do. But instead of your hallway, the door opens into outer space. No stairs, no street, no normal world, just stars, planets, and endless darkness. You freeze because the first problem is obvious. Leaving your own home is no longer guaranteed. So you try another door. This time, it opens to the bottom of the ocean. Fish swim past the doorway. Bubbles rise. And suddenly, every door in your house feels dangerous. Because now, every door is a gamble. And this would not happen only to you. Every door in the world would start working randomly. A school door might open to the age of dinosaurs. An office door could lead to a volcano. A grocery store entrance could open into the middle of a desert. Even delivery companies would collapse. Imagine trying to deliver a package when the front door might lead to the moon, the ocean, or another universe. People would become afraid of doors. A door would no longer be something safe. It would be a mystery, a risk, a question. So the world would adapt. The first solution would be simple. Remove the doors, homes would use curtains, buildings would have open entrances, people would avoid closed rooms. Then new jobs would appear. First, door safety experts. Their job would be to check a door before anyone touched the handle. They would stand in front of it with scanners, warning lights, and protective suits. Then, portal mappers would appear. They would track which doors opened to safe places and which ones led to danger. A green mark would mean safe. A red mark would mean do not open. And finally, passage control teams would protect public buildings, schools, hospitals, and airports. Because in this world, opening the wrong door would not just make you late. Before opening a door, people would send cameras, sensors, or robots first. Your phone would probably have a new app. Where does this door lead today? And of course, the rich would buy safe door systems, because even safe passage would become a luxury. But not everything would be terrible. Tourism would explode. One door could take you to a tropical beach. Another could open above the clouds. Another might lead to a future city no one has ever seen before. Door hunters would become famous. People would travel around the world searching for rare doors. Social media would be full of videos like, "Today, my kitchen door opened to Mars." Some doors would become legendary. Doors to hidden forests, doors to floating islands, doors to impossible cities. But others would become nightmares. A river of lava, a black hole, an endless ice storm. Architects would stop designing beautiful doors. They would design safe passage systems. In some cities, doors might even be banned completely, because every uncontrolled door would become a tiny disaster waiting to happen. Even meeting people would change. Saying, "I'll be there in 5 minutes," would become a ridiculous sentence. Strangely, the safest place might be somewhere with no doors at all. Not a room, but an open field. But maybe the most interesting part would be this. As doors changed, the way humans looked at the unknown would change too. Some people would stay away from doors forever. Others would search for meaning behind them. And eventually, everyone would face one final door. A door with something behind it you could never know without opening it. So, if it were you, would you open that door? Write your answer in the comments.
See you in the next What If.